This is No Rhyme, No Reason on TheyMightBeTaping.net.
I'll give you all of me, hold me and you'll see. I'll give you all of me, kiss me and you'll see, yeah.
All right, y'all, what's up? This is Daryle, and I want to welcome you to No Rhyme, No Reason. This is a special episode of No Rhyme, No Reason. I have none other than my dear friend, Miss Moni Mendoza, joining us to talk about her album, Rich Coast. What's up, Moni?
What's up, Daryle? How are you?
I'm feeling real good. I'm loving this new project that you have out right now, and I just wanted to do my part to share this with the world.
Thank you so much. I am so thrilled to be here to talk to you. I'm really excited about the project, and I'm just so happy to have it out to the world, for the world to enjoy. So thank you so much for having me today.
Oh, it's all good. It's all good. So tell those people that may not be familiar with you, or some people who are familiar with you and be like, man, I always see her, here and there out here in LA. I see her out and about. Like, who is Moni Mendoza?
Well, I am a producer, singer. Started off playing drums when I was young. I was, 14 years old. I'm originally from Costa Rica, born in the capital of San Jose. I came here when I was 2 years old, and luckily I just grew up around family that loved music, and my dad used to bump oldies in the car, and I got into melodies, and I fell in love with music just riding in the car. And I was like, whoa, what is this? I had really no idea. I was so young, but the music just captivated me just so quick. And over the years, I would always mess around with my cousins. We would always pretend we were in a band and pretend we were musicians, and it just stuck with me. So after that, at 14 years old, started playing music, started playing drums for different bands. I did it for 10 years. And then I got into producing music and, started to really get familiar with the scene as well. I was young. I was like in my early 20s. No, actually, no. I've been in the scene since I was, like 17 years old. Different scenes, of course, playing for different rock bands and all that stuff.
So you were actually playing the drums. You wasn't like hitting the Fruity Loop drums. You was actually hitting the drums.
Yeah, I was a drummer. Yeah, yeah. Or I am a drummer. Yeah. That's how I started. Yep. I was a drummer. I was, playing in different bands, and but I always liked singing. Singing was something that was more so behind closed doors. I wasn't exposing myself, with that role. yet, you know. So, but one day I was just like, you know what? Let me explore that, you know. Let me do something with this. Let me see where I can take this. And then that's when producing came into mind. Actually, I was looking for different producers, and I couldn't really find anyone. And I had great people around me who taught me, who showed me the ropes, and I just took it from there. And here I am today, 7 years later, producing music. So
was it, you started producing more out of no one, you felt like no one could capture your sound, or did you do it because, you know what, it was just the next step in your progression?
You know what? It was, you can say it was a little bit of both. Well, not capturing my sound. It was like I couldn't really find anyone. Like, people didn't really know that I sang. Like, people were, you know, they had no idea. So for me, you know, I felt like it was kind of difficult to find somebody, you know, to produce anything, especially because they've never heard me sing. So I just took it into my own hands. I said, you know what? I had a friend who produced a lot of music, and he knew about all these programs and all that stuff. And, you know, I invited him over one day, and he just taught me. He was like, start off with this program, do this. And I just took it into my own hands. This was back in 2011. Yeah. And I fell in love with it. And I was like, all right, cool. Like, I'm able to, you know, do this on my own. And I feel really, really lucky because coming, you know, as a drummer, it was a easy transition. It was super easy transition because I already knew, like, rhythm. I already had that instilled, you know. Yeah. I already had the ear for it, so it was pretty easy. It was pretty cool. Now, I know somebody's going to kick me in my behind if I don't ask you, what program did you start off with? You know remember? What? It's like the funniest program, but it was Mixcraft. I don't know. I always ask different producers if they ever heard of it, and I probably got like 3 yeses. Yeah, I don't know if I am blanking right now. I'm at a blank right now. I'm telling you, right? I mean, my friend just told me to mess with that, and it was really easy, actually. It was a great program to start with. Like, it was super easy to use, and man, I like destroyed it. I was like on that shit every day. Like, shout out to Mixcraft. Day. And I loved the pattern. It's kind of like, you could say it's like, it's familiar with like Logic or like Ableton. It's like that same dynamic. Yeah, I got you. Yeah. Well, we kicked off this episode, as you know, with I Love You, which is my favorite song off of this album. I have a lot of songs that I love off of this album, but that is my favorite song off of this album. You have to give me a little bit of the inspiration of that song. Yeah, you know, the song, you know, when I made the beat, you know, I made the beat first. It just reminded me of desire. It was just, you know, I'm romantic at heart, so it captured this desire, this lust almost. Or you can take it in 2 ways. It could be like a lustful feeling, you know, or it can be like you fall in love with someone at the moment, or you're in the moment with someone, you know. So once I was done with the track, you know. It's funny because my process, I don't really write lyrics. I listen to, I'll make something, I'll listen to it, and I pretty much free flow, you know, on the song. I don't write. That was a whole free flowing song? A lot of my songs are free flowing, yeah. A lot of them. Yeah, that song it just captured this desire that I had. Like, I had like this fantasy, like, you know, meeting someone and, you know, or having a real experience as well, you know, like everybody else is doing their thing at a party and it's just me and you, like we're capturing the moment together, and it's just a sexy song. It's very sexy. So I just went along with the feeling. No, it's very sexy. Everybody I played it for in the studio as I was prepping. I was playing this in the studio and everybody was like, yo, what the hell is that? And then I was like, man, you better go to iTunes right now and go pick that up and stop trying to get mine. So, yeah, you know. That's awesome. Yeah. So you should be getting a couple more clicks. Really song. We getting ready to go into cruising. Now, before we go into cruising, this song right here is like, it's so full of energy, man. It's like, it's powerful to me. Like the way that drum hits.
Tell me about, and now you told me you were a drummer, so that makes a little more sense. Tell me about the inspiration on that before we go into it.
Yeah, the song, for me, when I made those drums, there was, of course, an intent. It was to do something with a lot of energy, something hard knock, something that just hard knock. And also, when you hear the synths, it just reminded me so much of, kind of like a racing game in a sense. And to me, cruising or just driving, I gain a lot of inspiration from that. I love to cruise. I love cars. I'm a car enthusiast. I love to drive. I live in one of the best cities in the world. I get to drive along the coast to the city. So when I heard those drums, when I threw on those synths, I was like, yo, I want to make something that, is going to be the first song on the project for people to just like, kind of like knock them off the rockers and be like, yo, like this song is so cool. Like I want to keep driving, or I want to go for a drive. So pretty much the name says it for itself. It's just like you want to go on for a cruise, and yeah, it's a really hard knocking, cool, like drift feel song. It makes me feel like that. It makes me feel so. After I was done with it, I was like, you know what? That's gonna be the first song. Like it knocks so good. So yeah, that was the inspiration, was just driving along anywhere at night, during the day, and the sun's going down. It could be to the city, the desert, the beach. Yeah. I want to make people feel like they just, they want to be in the car, put all the windows down, and have a good time. Hey, everyone. I want you to take some time out, listen to this song. I want to make you feel good. This song is called Cruising. Stay tuned. Check it out.
Kick, drum, snare, 808, and a high.
We just shared with you guys Cruising. We're here with Moni Mendoza. What's up, Moni?
What up?
I was watching your documentary that goes along with this album. what made you decide that I want to put some type of visual with this project?
I wanted people to get familiar with me. I wanted to, let people in a little more. I felt it was time, especially when I thought about putting a project together. I said, you know what, I need to put something cohesive, something where I can, I'm able to tell a story. And so, in the midst of that, I decided to also, allow, do something where people are able to get closer to me, to find a little bit about, where I come from. I thought it was perfect because, this project is inspired by, my everyday life, and the things that I see and the things that inspire me and where I'm from. If you think about it, the title is Rich Coast. In English, it means Costa Rica. Costa Rican English is Rich Coast. So I wanted people to just sit back and just allow not only the music to capture them, but also allow them to be visually stimulated, to see something, to hear a little bit of where I come from. And I just thought it was perfect. It was a perfect introduction, especially because it is my first project, the first project I ever put out. So I thought it was perfect timing. I said, all right, if I'm going to do this, it's going to be my first one, might as well go all out. So that's exactly what, what the whole intent was for Rich Coast.
The beauty in that is, and you saying that is this, you said that you wanted people to get to know you a little bit better. It's funny, like I've known you for years and I learned so much about you just in that small clip, just
that's so cool.
Listening to you talking about driving and your parents and, Costa Rica. I really learned where your passions were, and it gave me, so I implore everybody to go out, make sure as a matter of fact, it's posted right here on They Might Be Taping. So I want you guys to check that out, not while the interview's going on, because what I'm saying, I need y'all to listen to her and to check out this album. But yeah, I'm loving that. Now, you kind of gave me an idea of what Rich Coast means to you. And you told me why you named the album Rich Coast. Okay, I understand. But then you name this beautiful track featuring Will Jackson, Rich Coast.
Yes. That
is something you must share with me.
Yeah, Rich Coast, that particular song, yeah, that's a special one. It's a beautiful song. I really enjoy that song. That song, when I was in the process of making that song, I chose these synths that reminded me so much of waves of the water. And every time, here, when, living in LA, when I'm by the water or I'm by palm trees, it's a sunny day, it just takes me back to Costa Rica. And, where I come from, it means a lot to me. My family means the world to me. And I want to be able to be, a representation of where I'm from. So when I was in the process of making that song, it just reminded me so much of that feeling. And listening to those synths, I was like, whoa, like it's so cool when you create something and you're able to shock yourself.
Yeah.
And so when I heard those synths, I was like, yo, like this sounds like water. This sounds so cool. Like I'm going to name the song Rich Coast. And that's where it led to the lyrics. It's an interesting process. Like I get so, even in my thought right now, just listening to it in my head right now, it's overwhelming because, I'm able to shock myself. I'm able to really represent where I'm from sonically. So to me, it's a very deep meaning, So, you have to listen to it for yourself and you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. Will Jackson did a great job of nailing that emotion as well and letting it ride out with the saxophone. I felt like it was a great space for even when you're driving or even just at home listening to it, you'll understand the language. And it's so beautiful how things can come together and really bring a feeling. So if people listen to this, they'll see and hopefully catch, this vibe that represents me as a whole. So yeah, it's a beautiful song.
So without further ado, y'all, we're going to listen to Rich Coast right now. I want you guys to capture each and everything that she just explained right there.
I know what I'm feeling. I know it's my time to get to you, my dear. The road is clear now. No time for me to lose. It's you I get to choose. The waves come and go. I see it in my soul now. I belong out this way. I love you. I'll stay. It's home I've got to flee. The shelter's my sea. You know I really need it. Just believe it.
Rich Coast, that was a bomb. That was a really beautiful song, man. Like now you got me seeing all kind of things in my head, Moni, man. Like, wow, that horn encompassed every single feeling that you described in that song.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did a great job. And
Shout out to Will Jackson.
shout out to Will Jackson. Yeah, he did a great job.
Yeah. What is that thing that drives you? What's that thing that pushes you?
Being able to create a mood drives me. Being able to create something sonically that you can tell where I'm at in the space that I am. Like, that drives me. So many things, every day, my personal experiences, the things that I go through, the things that I feel, the things that I see, drive me. Like, for example, there was a time where I was making music, going off by, this desire of traveling. It's like, man, I want to go here and I want to see this. I just love culture, and so I will sit, in front of my computer and be like, okay, like, how can I travel? Like, how can I travel with music? How can I capture something that will sound like if I'm there? So just life, just the things that I love, if it's a feeling, or if it's, if I the times that I fell in love, or like, liking someone, or just, spending a day out and just listening to the birds, or, nature. I don't know. I'm just such a earth person, you know. I'm like, the world just inspires me and the things around it. That's what drives me. Or even driving, you know, and having that feeling of freedom, just being able to go anywhere I want and just being my own, you know, navigating, you know, just being my own captain, you know, just allowing myself to do anything and go anywhere and be in different elements. Drive me. They just drive me, and I'm able to capture that in sound. You know, coming back home and being so excited to describe it with music, like that's to be able to create that. That's what drives me. You know, so I try to take in as much as I can every day in my everyday. If it's people around me or having I'm alone a lot. You know.
Yeah.
People might not think that I am, but I balance it out, you know. I make time for my family, I make time to like be by myself, but a lot of times I am a wanderer. Like I'm alone. I do things. I sometimes go to the beach by myself. Sometimes, you know, go for drives, like just to catch something, you know. Just a lover of life and that passion that I have, you know, with the things that I want close to me. That drives my music, just being passionate, being a lover, being romantic, you know, also being a tomboy, you know, like a lot of my youth, like the way that I was, you know, raised and the things I was into, you know, you'll see two sides of me, like especially now that I got this project out, the next stuff you'll definitely catch that other vibe, and I'm really excited for that too, so. Just everyday life and heart and passion that I carry with me every day.
As you speak on this, you know what song that came to my mind? Because I'm free flowing this interview. Yeah, see, you didn't know that. Come on, Jesus.
That's how it is, man.
Bless the Lord. That's
the way to go. You gotta be organic. You know, that's the way to be.
So as you were speaking that, you know what I was thinking of? I was thinking of this beautiful song that's on this album by the name of Night Sky.
Yeah.
Night sky. You're talking about navigating and going. And night sky means so much to me. But what does night sky mean to you?
Night sky is like when the sun is down. Like when the sun is down. I'm a night person too, so I gather a lot of inspiration just driving at night or just being like parking my car or, you know, having those moments where you're just like walking at night or just park your car and you're just looking at the sky and you're just flowing. It's like a universal connection that you have. And that's what night sky, you know, where you feel one with just being alone at night. It's like a natural feeling, you know, and that's what I took from it. I remember I was driving and I had just made the song, and you know I was driving in my car, and I was in downtown LA, and I just parked, and then on a random street, and I was just looking at the buildings and just allowing a moment for myself to just capture the steadiness and the quietness of night, of the nighttime, and what it can do for you. You know, a lot of musicians and producers can relate. You know, a lot of the times we make music at night. Yeah. You know, it's like the quiet time. And so that song really captures that moment, that feeling when you're either by yourself or, when it's just nighttime and you're just still. You're just quiet and you're still.
I'm going to tell you why this song connected so much with me. And I think we've talked about this once before, is that because of the night LA sky, I created a show called Night Rides and Slow Jams, which Night Sky will be featured on Volume 11. Whoop, whoop. But I literally love night driving. So I really could relate to this song so much. I love just getting in the car at odd hours of the night and just riding around the city and the lights, you know. Yeah. Just whatever's going on. That paints such a canvas in my mind, and it inspires me so much to do so many different things. So I can relate to that. So I want you guys right now, you know what? I want Moni to throw to this song because Moni made it. So Moni, you know what to do.
Yes, you are urging to get out, to go for a drive, and you want to be in a great thinking space, and you want to gain some inspiration, you want to be still, you want to meditate, lay down, forget about your day, think about new ideas, please tune to Night Sky.
Okay, here's my theory.
That was Night Sky, brought to you by none other than Moni Mendoza, who's joining us live right here on No Rhyme, No Reason. What's up, Moni?
What's up? Happy to be here.
Man, we're happy to have you here, man. You're family, so you had to be here. Yeah, man, we're here discussing her new album, Rich Coast, that you can find on all platforms, which include Moni.
Everywhere. iTunes, Apple Music, Spotify, SoundCloud, YouTube. I am on all platforms. You can just check it out. And you can also check out the documentary. Just type in Rich Coast, Moni Mendoza, M-O-N-I, Mendoza, on YouTube, and you can catch the documentary that talks about the project. And yeah, and check it out. Take a listen. Take some time with it. I know you'll enjoy it.
Yes, you guys definitely will. If you're listening to this show right now, you definitely are enjoying it. There's no way that you're not. And if you say that you are, you're lying. And I rebuke you in the name of Jesus if you do that.
Amen.
Amen. Come on now, somebody. We yes. Come on now. Hey, it almost came out of me. What's in you will come out, Lord. See, I like to have a little fun. I want to touch on two songs very briefly. Infinito and Dice. What do these two songs mean to you?
Infinito is a Spanish song. And when I wrote it, it just touches on an infinite feeling, infinite love, a desire to be in a moment with someone. Just that infinite thing, you know, it's you listen to the lyrics and it briefly explains and talks about, you know, I know that the beginning of the song I say, you know, forget about the things that no longer serve you, you know, waiting for your kiss. It could be anything. So the cool thing about that song is that when you listen to the actual track, it's like a warp. It's like the drums kind of take you somewhere, and it's like this warp, and it just reminded me of this infinite situation or thing or feeling, you know, something that you can't. I think as human beings, we love, you know, to experience. So that's pretty much what Infinito does for me, and why I wrote, you know, those lyrics. And then Dice has this like Latin like vibe. I heard this really cool vocal sample. I wanted to use it, and it was in Spanish, and I was like, yo. And then the drums have like a kind of this cool, like jumpy, to me it just kind of reminds me of this like Latin, like this move you can make, you know, when you're dancing to it. It's like it's cool and it's vibey, and yeah, those two songs is just capture two different things, but you can say that you know, it's a very simple concept. You can jump and dance and be vibey, and then the other one is just like this warp of infinite feeling and desire. So
okay,
yeah,
I'm loving that, and I love both of those tracks, and I want you guys to make sure that you catch Rich Coast on every last one of those platforms that she gave you. I'm finna give you guys a trick. See, this is how we boost our friends' numbers that are on Spotify and all these things. We play the album, and we make sure we put it on repeat, and we just let it go all night, and we just listen to it, and we listen to it. We're gonna
that is so genius.
We getting ready to help Moni's numbers rise, man, and we're gonna do it all together right here. We got to look out for our friends.
That would be so cool. It will mean the world.
So everybody on Spotify, that's what I want you to do. I want you to make sure you put that thing on repeat, and you just let it
on
go.
Repeat
And go to
sleep. If you're washing dishes, you're reading a book, or whatever, just open your laptop, put it on repeat, and just let it play. Brush your teeth, go to sleep. You know what I mean?
Please brush your teeth.
Just let it out in the universe. Let them play, and you know, I will love you forever and ever and ever. Let me know. Let me know if you decide to help me out, and I will shower you with thank yous and lots of hearts and lots of love.
So where would they? Okay, that's great. You know what? See, boy, this is how God works. How will they know where to contact you to let you know when they do such thing?
Absolutely. You can find me on Facebook, Moni Mendoza, Moni Mendoza. You can find me on Instagram, Moni Baby Mendoza 17. So be Moni Baby Mendoza 17. Check me out on Twitter under Moni Baby Mendoza 17. That's 17. You can find me on SoundCloud.com/Moni-Mendoza. Just type in Moni Mendoza. You'll see it. You'll see me. And just Google it. You'll see me. And yeah, you can find me on those platforms. Shout me out. Say hello. Send me a message. I am here with open arms, and I will talk to you, and I will thank you and ask you about your day. And yeah, just exchange energies. And yeah, so you can find me on there.
And she's not lying, boys and girls. She will do everything.
It's real. It means the world to me.
We get ready to bring this thing to a close. Moni, of course, you know, I really want to thank you for taking the time out to come here and to share this album with us, your dear friends. And we want to broadcast this thing out to the world, because we want everybody to know and to feel the love that we feel coming from this album. So that's why I felt like it was my duty to push Rich Coast as much as I could, because I wanted everybody to know about this project. And yeah, is there anything you want to leave with the fans before we get into our last song and wrap up? But is there anything like you want to leave? Because I know you're a very heartfelt person. Is there anything from your heart you want to share?
Yeah, I just want to tell everybody to follow their passions, to be themselves, to be kind, and do whatever makes them happy. And yeah, just listen to the project and stay in my range. You know, let's exchange. And I just want to thank everybody, especially you and everybody that's reached out, you know, for this project, for giving me the time and love, and to give me the opportunity to share with you, and you know, for just showing me love. It means the world to me. I do this because, you know, not only for myself, but I do it because I want to inspire. So thank you so very much for your time and your love. Thank you so much.
Moni, you never have to thank me for that, because that's why I feel like I'm here on this earth, man, to make sure to be a median and to share, what I love with people. Because when I heard this, when I knew that you were doing this, I instantly jumped on it. And then once I heard it, I was like, oh my God. One thing, I must say this, especially for people who know people, it shouldn't be that people clean across the earth or people outside of the people that you know should be supporting those people more than you. If you know somebody, support their project, listen to it, share love, show love.
I agree.
It don't cost us anything just to repost someone's album, man. Do you know how much that could just help someone's day? We don't know what these people are going through when they're making these projects. And we don't know what they're going through after they make them. You know what I'm saying? So
That's
just
right.
Push your own people, man. Like if your homeboy, your homegirl has a project, push it. When they go somewhere to perform, be there. It's not like that's simple. That's stuff we can all do for free, y'all. And I mean, that's me jumping on my high horse. I'm sorry, but I had to say that.
No, I'm glad you said that. It's a great reminder. It is a great reminder. I think, people should take a chance and support their loved ones, support their friends and just support each other. You know what I mean? People don't see the tears and the all that other stuff and the work, but there's a lot of work and passion that comes into creating projects and making music or trying to reach their goals and I think it's just so important. You could be a musician, you can aim to be a doctor, it doesn't matter. It's just I think folks should be able to share and have that beautiful exchange of support. So thank you for the wonderful reminder.
Oh, man,
it means a lot, especially when people have come at me because of the project, and taking their time out to listen. That means so much to me. Like people don't even understand. You know what I mean? Like it's just I'm like on top of the world right now, just for the love. So.
You should be, man.
I can't wait to do more, and I can't wait to affect as many people as I can. That's the goal, is just to see new things and be able to perform in front of as many people that I can possibly reach out to. So thank you so much.
It's all good. So I got to ask this before we go into this last song.
Yeah.
Do you plan on touring soon? Because I'm going to need you to tour. As your homie, I'm telling you right now, I'm going to need you to tour.
Oh, my goodness. That is the greatest question. That question just makes me just smile so big. My teeth are all out right now. I'm just smiling.
Cheese.
That's in the works. That's
okay.
I'm putting that out in the universe. Okay. I'm manifesting that whole idea because that is the dream. That is the goal to tour. I want to go everywhere. I'm just. I want to, be in your area, be in your city, and hang out with you and perform for the people. I want to be everywhere. So absolutely, I've been manifesting it for a very long time.
All right. Well, you know what? Yeah. You got my back. I mean, see that. I got your back.
I do have your back.
Yeah, so we got each other's back. You got my back and I got yours. So I'm going to do what I can to try to see what I can do to help you manifest what you're looking for. And we're going to make this thing happen.
Thank you so much. You are a gem. You seriously, you guys, stay in touch with this guy. Please stick with him. He is a genuine soul that believes in people, like us who are creating out here. So thank you so much again for your time. Appreciate it.
It's all good. It is all good. And your check's in the mail for saying that. Bless the Lord. Okay. All right, here we go. We got to get into this before we close this thing out. I know we said we was going to close this thing out 10 minutes ago, but it's all good because this is how love flows. Just fine. You have to tell us about this song. I think this is the perfect song to close with, and I want you to take it away.
Yeah, Just Fine is exactly that. It's the end of the story. It is how we say it in Spanish, fin. It is the perfect way to just, after feeling so many things throughout the project, it is the way to like just flow and just let it take you somewhere else. And you'll hear it. Shout out to Evie Dub for providing the trumpet, for his beautiful make on the song and addition. That's pretty much what Just Fine is. It's just like, no matter what, you're just fine. And that's no matter what, at the end of the day, you're fine. And that is the title for the last song. And I wanted you to just flow and just ride it out.
Mm-hmm. Y'all hear that? No matter what, you're just fine. We're getting ready to close out this show. I want to thank Moni again for taking the time out just to vibe with us and, spend some time with us to talk about her project, Rich Coast, which is available on all music platforms right now. And go out there and support it. Right, Moni?
Absolutely. Go check it out and enjoy.
No rhyme, no reason.